No, it's cold and snowy, I think, everywhere. We're all inside, nice and warm. We're gonna move quick today. You guys know it. We have a good little crew on here today. New sequence today, which is exciting. We're gonna work through about 3 different sets of postures or sequences, 1 or 2 times each. Okay, good. Let's start onto our knees. So I feel like the energy this week is a bit frantic, of course, with everything going on. So let's just see if we can really settle things down. As soon as your body touches the ground, this should be kind of that situation where you can shift your breath right away. You should notice a difference, especially if you're touching your legs. So just kind of settling yourself back down. It's just that same idea of pulling ourselves out of the cloud and grounding us straight down into a bit of a different energy. Good, so as we arrive here onto our mat, let's start to take deep breaths in and out through the nose. Make sure the shoulders are soft. Make sure that the jaw is soft. Forehead. But that you're strong enough through the core so that we're sitting up nice and tall. Now, if sitting on your knees is quite uncomfortable like this, I encourage you to place blocks underneath here or a pillow. Okay, good. Let's take one more breath here. Full exhale. Okay, let's open our eyes. Inhale, let's reach our arms straight up towards the sky. So palms are facing one another, just slightly apart. Good, let's take a big inhale. Exhale, let's open the arms to the side. So left arm comes forward, right arm back. Bring your gaze back towards your right fingertips. Now, if it's okay with the body, let's drop our right fingertips down onto the mat behind us. Left arm reaches up and over. If those right fingertips don't meet the mat, that's okay. Use your right fingertips to find a little more leverage. Push into the left side of the body and breathe here. Good. Let's inhale our arms back up through center, coming into our starting position and switch sides. Right arm forward, left arm back. Right arm reaches up towards the sky and breathe into the side body. Again, use that left arm and really push into the right rib cage. So just starting to dig into the breath, letting the body know that we're ready for some activity, we're showing up. Let's just start to shift the mindset. Good. Inhale back up through center. Let's clasp our hands behind our back and reach them towards the mat. Gaze comes up. If they meet the mat, you can push into your upper chest. 2 deep breaths here. Good. Let's release. Take your hands onto your knees now and curl forward. So we've accessed the spine from all angles, from both sides, from front to back. Good. One more breath. Okay, let's release our hands out in front of us. So just in front of your knees. With your next inhale, push into the upper back. So you should kind of feel this lift. Good. Now, can you lift your knees up off the mat so the tops of the feet are just resting onto the mat? Good. Hug them in nice and tight. Using your core, you're using your abs. And then step your right foot forward in between your hands and then drop back down. So left knee is planted down onto the mat, right foot. Good. Let's start to rock forward into that right ankle and into your wrists. Just gaining a little bit of momentum here, opening up the wrists, opening up that ankle. Good, again, push down into the mat and let's step our left foot back, coming into a low lunge. Your left hand is gonna stay planted onto the mat. Inhale your right arm up towards the sky. Good. Draw into the abs and we're gonna start to pull that left knee in towards your chest 5 times. So inhale, draw that left knee forward and then step it back. Beautiful, good. Let's do 4 more. Good, once you get the balance, you get the rhythm. Good, let's do 3. Beautiful, hug everything in for 2. And last one. Good, step it back. Inhale, let's rise all the way up with the arms. Right arm goes back, left arm forward. If you can, bring your gaze back towards your right fingertips. You got it. Left arm forward, right arm back. Good, breathe here. Good. Let's windmill our arms back down, surrounding your right foot and slide your left knee in. Good. Once again, lift up as much as you can. Find a little lift and then swing your right foot back. So we're on top of the feet here. Your bum is lifted. We're hugging into the abs. Once you're steady, step your left foot forward. Drop your right knee down onto the mat. Good. Reach your hands out and forward. Take a couple rocks here into the body. Good. We're warming up right away. Beautiful. Good. Now root right down into the mat, find a little lift and step your right foot back. Keep your right hand planted where it is, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Push strong down into your feet and your hands. And then 5 times, we're gonna bring that right knee forward. So let's shift it forward for 5 and back. 4, 3, good cat, good Erin. 2 and 1. Place it back down. Inhale, let's come all the way up with the arms. Left arm continues to reach back, right arm forward. Good. If possible, your gaze comes back over towards your left fingertips. Breathe here. Good. Let's windmill our arms back down around your foot. Step back into high plank. From high plank, let's take 1 push up here. High plank. Drop your knees down to the mat. Shift your bum back towards your heels. Drop your forearms down and start to curl forward into your upward facing dog. So our variation. Good. And downward facing dog. Let's find our breath. Find your feet. Find your hands. Good. With your next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky and then drop your heel towards your bum. So you're opening up through the hips here. Your knees reaching straight up towards the sky. Try to have even weight into your hands. Root strongly down through that left foot. Good. With your next inhale, we're going to straighten that right leg out to the side. Keep that heel flexed. And then exhale, draw it back in. Good. So inhale, straighten it to the side and back in. That's 2. We have 3 more. Inhale to the side and back in. Watch the weight in your hands for the last 2. The last one, we're going to hold it out wide. Then you're going to step it all the way to the outside edge of your right hand. Good. Drop your back knee and breathe. Okay. From here, straighten your back leg. We're going to spin our back heel, drop it down onto the mat. And then you're going to reach your right arm straight out in front of you and your left arm, almost like you're holding a ball to the side. Good. Inhale is going to guide us back up through center. And then exhale, come and hover above that right leg. Good. Inhale back up. Exhale, let's come back down. Good. Let's do 3 more. Watch your breath. Good. Last 2. Good, Robin. Good, Steve. And last one. Let's come down. Good. From here, let's return both hands onto either side of your right foot. Spin your back heel. We're into our low lunge. Good. Let's step back into high plank and downward facing dog. From here, you're going to roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, inner edge of your left, and we're moving into side plank. Inhale your left arm up towards the sky. You guys know the variations. You can drop your knee if you need to, or stay here. We're doing 5 pulses. Let's come down for 5, 4, 3. Very good, Erin. 2 and 1. Good. Let's return back through downward facing dog. 1 breath. And we'll switch sides. Roll into the outer edge of the left, inner edge of the right. Your left hand stays planted. Let's shift forward into our side plank. Right hand comes up. Good. 5 pulses. Let's come down. Good, Caroline. Let's come down for 4. Are you still breathing? 3. Good. 2 and 1. Good. Let's roll back through high plank and downward facing dog. Find your breath. And we're going to do the same sequence on the other side. So inhale, let's lift our left leg up towards the sky and drop your heel. So you're opening up through the pelvis here. First, try to have even weight into your hands. Now you guys know the motion. Let's take an inhale here. With your exhale, let's straighten your left leg out to the side. Keep that heel flexed and then draw it back in. Inhale out and back in. We have 3 more. Good breath. Last 2. This time, let's hold it out. Let's bring it all the way around. Step to the outer edge of your left foot. Beautiful. Find your breath. Let's spin and drop that back heel down to the mat. First, reach your left arm out and then reach your right like you're holding a ball. Good. Inhale guides us back up through center. And exhale, let's shift back down. Inhale up and down. Let's do 3 more. Beautiful. Last 2. Last one. Go ahead. Let's bring both hands down into the mat. Spin your back heel. Let's step back into high plank and downward facing dog. Moving into our side planks. Let's roll onto the outer edge of the left, inner edge of the right. Keep your left head planted, shift down into your side plank. Inhale your right hand up. You guys know the drill, 5 pulses. Let's come down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back through center, downward facing dog. Take 1 big inhale, full exhale, and we'll switch sides. Roll into the outer edge of the right, inner edge of the left. Plant your right hand, inhale your left hand up towards the sky. Good, Steve. 5 pulses here. Even if it's tiny little pulses, see what you can do with your breath for 4. Good. 3, lift a little higher. 2, and 1. Roll back through high plank and downward facing dog. Let's come forward. We'll roll through a vinyasa. Come into high plank. Take 1 push-up. High plank. Drop your knees. Shift back. Forearms come down onto the mat. Curl forward. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Very good. Good. Now this time, let's come forward into high plank. Shoulders over your wrists, heels over your toes. And then let's lower ourselves all the way down onto the mat. Keep your hands where they are and inhale yourself up into upward facing dog. See if you can roll your shoulders down your back and find some extension through the lower back by grounding through the tops of the feet and the tops of the legs. Good. From here, let's bring our gaze back towards our right toes, root down evenly through your hands. Gaze comes back through center, and then gaze over towards your left. Good. Gaze back through center. Let's lower our chest all the way down onto the mat. Reach your arms straight out in front of you. Good. With your next inhale, let's lift the feet. Let's lift the hands. You can stay here or take your right hand down by your side, gaze towards your right toes. And switch sides. Right hand comes forward, left hand back, lift a little bit higher, come back through center, lift up. Good. Let's lower. Plant the hands beside your chest. Tuck your toes, and let's come up into high plank. Good. And downward facing dog. Guys, still with me? Find your breath. Good. From here, inhale your right leg up towards the sky. We are going to bring our right knee in towards our right armpit as we shift forward into a plank posture. Good. Now, can you tap your right toes to the outer edge of your wrist and push back downward facing dog? Good. We're going to do a few more just like that. Inhale forward. See if you can tap your wrist and come back. Good. We have 3 more. Last 2. Very good, cat. And last one. This time, step your foot to the outer edge of your right hand. Now, beautiful. Step your left foot forward to the outer edge of your left hand. We're coming down into our low squat. Hands in front of your chest. So good. Good. Keep your hands where they are. As you inhale, straighten your legs. You're going to reach your arms straight up towards the sky and then open your arms up. Left hand forward, right hand back. Draw your hands back forward in front of your chest, low squat. Good. This time, inhale, let's switch sides. Right arm forward, left arm back. Good. Guide your hands back through center, low squat. Plant your hands, jump or step back into high plank. Let's lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We have 1 more side. Inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky. As you shift forward, bring that left knee into your armpit and see if you can tap the outer edge of your wrist with your toe and then send it back up towards the sky. If you can, keep that foot lifted off the mat. Let's shift forward for 2. Let's come forward for 3. Good, Robin, good, Steve. Good, Caroline. Last 2 here. This time, step your foot to the outer edge of your left hand. Right foot comes forward. We're coming into our low squat, Malasana. Good, we're breathing in here, we're getting hot. Good, now inhale, let's straighten the legs, reach your arms up. This time, right arm forward, left arm back first. Arms back through center, drop down into your low squat. Inhale, straighten, left arm forward, right arm back. Good, let's come down, low squat. Plant your hands, jump or step back into high plank. Let's lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Now you guys are not going to be happy with me, but we're doing that set one more time. Let's roll forward into high plank. Lower yourselves all the way down onto the mat. Keep your hands where they are. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Let's bring our gaze towards our right toes. Let's come back through center. Gaze towards your left and center. Lower your chest all the way down onto the mat. Reach your arms straight out in front of you. And inhale, let's come and lift up. Now, if this is challenging, you can stay here or take your right fingertips, touch your right leg. Gaze comes back. Let's come back through center. Switch sides. Make sure you're breathing. Come back through center. One more lift. Good. Let's lower. Put your hands beside your chest. Tuck your toes. Push back up into high plank. And downward facing dog. Good. Inhale your right leg up towards the sky. Shift forward into high plank. Bring your right knee to your armpit and tap your wrist. Good. And back. We have 4 more. Exhale, we go back. And inhale, we're forward for 3. So good. Good, cat. 2. Good, Caroline. This time, as you come forward, step your foot to the outer edge of your right hand. Left foot comes around with you, and we're going to meet into our low squat, Malasana. Good. Inhale, let's straighten the legs. Reach your arms straight up towards the sky. Left arm forward, right hand back. Come back through center, low squat. Inhale, straighten, right arm forward, left arm back. Back through center, low squat. Plant your hands, jump or step back into high plank. Let's lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last side, I promise. Inhale, bring your left leg up. Let's shift forward into high plank. Left knee to your elbow, tap your left wrist, and shift back. Try not to rush the process as much as you want to get through. Hug the abs in. Good. We have 3 left. And back. Last 2. You're going to be so strong. I promise you'll thank me. Last one. Tap your wrist and then step your foot to the outer edge of your hand. Step your right foot around. Low squat. Good. As we inhale, we straighten the legs, reach the arms, send your right arm forward, left arm back. Back through center, low squat. Inhale up, left arm forward, right arm back. Low squat. Good. This time, plant your hands, jump or step back into high plank. In high plank, we're going to do 1 push-up. Drop your knees if you need to. Return back up. Drop your knees, shift your bum back, start to roll forward, upward facing dog. Good, and downward facing dog. From here, walk your feet towards your hands, coming into a forward fold. Slow down your breath. We have 1 more set. Then you're done. That's it. Good. Plant your hands. You're going to step your left foot back. So we're coming into pyramid posture. The legs are straight. You guys know the drill. Use blocks if you need it here. That little front knee can be bent if you need it to be bent. Just take a fold forward. Now walk your hands out in front of you. Spin your palms so that they face one another and that they're shoulder width apart. Good. With your inhale, draw the abs towards the spine towards the abs. We want a nice flat spine as we raise all the way up. Reach your arms above your head. Left arm forward, right arm back. Good. Inhale back up through center. And with control, let's lower back down. We're going to do 2 more just like that. Inhale, rise up. Open your arms up. Gaze back. Back through center. So this is a little bit more controlled, a little bit slower. Good. And last one. Really getting into those little muscles in the back. And then come back down. Good. From here, you're going to come and walk all the way around, spinning your feet around so that now we're facing the left side. So your left foot is forward. You're surrounding your left foot. Adjust the feet if necessary, and then walk your hands out in front of you. Same motion. Inhale, let's come up with the arms. Right arm forward, left arm back. Back up through center for 2 more. Let's slowly lower, nice and controlled, and then come on back up. How is your breath? Do a quick little check-in for your last one. Okay, let's rise all the way up. Open the arms, come back through center, slowly drop down. This time again, walk all the way around, pivot your feet around to where we started. Your right toes are facing the front of the mat, your hands are surrounding them. We're going to bend a little bit into this right knee. We're coming to our standing splits. So start to walk your hands forward and lift your left leg up towards the sky. Good. Your hands can be straight out in front of you, or you can be grabbing onto your ankle if you need a little more leverage. Keep spinning that left hip down towards the mat. Good. Now slight bend into that right knee. We're going to extend all the way up, bringing our left knee with us. Hands in front of your chest. Good. Variation 1 is just to open the arms here. So this is going to be really challenging for our balance for some of us. So we're opening right arm back, left arm forward. Let's draw back through center. If you want an added challenge, you're straightening that left leg as we twist. So inhale and back. Good. We have 3 more. I want you to move with your own breath. Find tons of breath here, tons of extension. I think we have 2 more. I kind of lost count. Good. This last one, inhale, reach. Let's come back through center. Good, Aaron. Slowly tip forward, coming back into our standing splits. Bring a slight bend into that right knee. Place your left foot back down onto the mat. Good. Let's walk our hands all the way around, pivoting so that now we're facing the left side. As soon as you land there, let's move into our standing splits on the left. So walk your fingertips forward, reach your right leg. Only here for a couple breaths, so see how deep you can move into the posture. Keep reaching the right toes. Good. Slight bend into the left knee as you come all the way up. Bring your right knee with you, hands in front of your chest. Good. For the first round, inhale, let's just open the arms up. Left arm forward, right arm back, and back through center. If you want to add on for the last 4, we're straightening that leg as we open. So inhale to open. Exhale draws us back through center. We have 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Okay, let's shift the weight all the way forward, coming back into our standing splits. Just for 2 breaths here. Good. Bend into that left knee, gently place your right foot back down onto the mat. One last time, let's walk our hands all the way to the front of the mat, spinning your feet around. We're going to step our left foot forward to meet our right, and we're going to fold forward here for a few breaths. Grab onto your shins, opposite elbow. Just notice what feels good here. We're going to slow down the breath. So tons and tons of movement today, really working a lot of twists, which are detoxifying in nature anyways. So we should feel this big release. Physical level, probably on an emotional level. Okay, let's start to roll up through the spine. Standing nice and tall. Good. Let's take our feet hip distance apart. Hands onto your belly. I promise you're almost done. Soften through the shoulders. Close your eyes. Now we've been working these a ton, these deep belly breaths, so it should feel a little bit different now that we're standing. We're going to take 5 rounds of our deep belly breath. So inhale, extend the belly forward, and exhale, draw it back in. So see how much movement you can get here with your hands. Without moving into your shoulders or your chest. Good. Let's release. Give it a good shake. Shake through your arms, your shoulders. Good. Let's draw your hands in front of heart center. Take one last breath here. Let's set an intention for the rest of our day. See if we can start at the toes and weave it all the way up the legs, the spine, your arms. Lastly, let's pull it into our mind's eye. So the point right in between our eyebrows. Hold it there for one more breath. Full exhale through the mouth. And slowly open your eyes. You guys are all done. Thanks, guys.